Here comes the rain. Ooh, here comes the rain. Keeping it dope as long as I can imagine. Trying to find a word that rhymes with stanchion. All right, people are acting weird. Can you feel it? And that is probably because the sun has totally, absolutely been freaking out the last few days. We've had multiple coronal mass ejections, a couple of them being aimed at Earth. And so you may be feeling that intense energy yesterday, today, and possibly tomorrow. What a wild world we live in, y'all. Yo. All right. So let me start off by saying, please do what you can mentally, physically, and spiritually to avoid World War III, Civil War II, and just losing your mind in these crazy, trying times we all know as 2022. Here, we are looking at the stereo ahead core 2, and the little white circle you see in the middle is the sun being occulted by the occulting disk, so you can see the light around it. Here, you got the cat hair of doom, aka Planet X, Eris, VP113, whatever you want to call it. You got the sun baby down here, and these are all just loving nicknames that we've given. You can see that it has been a pretty intense month for solar action, and somewhere around the 8th, we had a pretty big sun diving comet right there. Boo! And usually, if you get a big comet diving into the sun, you get some type of solar activity. And someone might say, hey, that comet doesn't look very big. Well, compared to your junk, it's huge, man. It's all about perspective. I hope you are having a great day, and I hope you're going to have a great weekend. Honestly, kind of feels like Mercury entered its shadow period early to say, hey, spooky season has begun. And I'm like, well, hold off on your Halloween decorations, because Halloween is still like, I don't know, a long way away, in my opinion. It's like 70 days plus. Anywho, let's take a look at the last few days. Here we're at 8:13. And you can see it's just one coronal mass ejection, solar flare after another. And it's some impressive energy being outputted by our sun again and again and again and again and again and again and again. You see that? Amazing. The sun is amazing. Here was yesterday's prediction of what 7 days of rain is going to look like. And here is today's prediction of what 7 days of rain is going to look like. So yeah, this is kind of a red alert, because this would be a lot of rain for Texas and some for Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Plus, New Mexico, Arizona, and Mexico, you guys are going to be watching out for possible major floods too. And the political environment seems to make some people squirrely and angry. But I say stay cool and try not to worry about shit you can not affect in any way right now. I was like here when this happened, boom, and it was my energy that pushed out this outflow. Asterisk, I don't know, I just made that up to sound cool. Did I sound cool, ladies? I hope everybody's feeling scrappy, because life is a fight, always it seems. And yeah, sure, the signs are everywhere, including in the heavens, as above, so below. And so we had Death Valley flood. That sounded like a sign. And then we had Stonehenge catch on fire behind it. That sounded like a sign. And yesterday there were major floods and tree damage in Joshua Tree National Park as it got hit by a massive rainstorm. So sure, yeah, signs are everywhere. And you could die any day now. I could die too, man. That's kind of the exciting adventure we call life. So stay cool, play defense. Yeah, I drove home last night and I saw the sunset, beautiful on one side, and then on the other side was a giant thunderstorm moving over DFW. It was pretty dang amazing, in my opinion. Hey, Kate Churra is probably tired of all the people making Kate Churro jokes, especially after the James Webb Space Telescope photograph. Who could really tell? Yeah, dude, the sun has been super duper active. Solar activity has been very high. We've had like double filament eruptions. You've had pretty much everything almost short of 3 days of darkness. You ever heard about that legend? It's interesting, anyways, to think about if you like thinking about stuff. Here we see comet C2017K2, and you'll notice it'll be passing over our ecliptic right about now. So this is here to the 30th, and then here's Mercury, Venus, and the Sun. So that is interesting. That's the comet that's the size of Jupiter, although, there's a nucleus, and then they count the coma and the tail, so it's not as world-changing as it sounds. Asterisk, who knows? Who can tell these days? How are you doing today? Are you about to have a good, fun, super fantastic, fandy weekend? Watch out for monsoonal rain, heat, and crazy people using their displaced aggression towards you. It is hurricane season, and shit could be getting very interesting sometime soon, although we're not too worried about this. I'm talking about the end of August. We're definitely watching out for possible hurricane activity at the very end of August. Yeah, if I haven't made it clear with my Here Comes the Rain singing, Texas, we are definitely watching out for a good bit of flooding, and definitely like everybody along this area, along the southern United States, looks like we will be getting quite a bit of rain over the next 48 hours. How solar flary has it been? Pretty dang solar flary, man. You got a bunch of M's, a bunch of C classes, no X's though, but a lot of them were pointed our way. Now this ain't doomy, but it is interesting. Jupiter is retrograde along with a handful of other planets. I found out last night, hey, Jupiter will go direct on my 10-year THORnews anniversary, November 23rd. So that's cool, right? And then you got the coronal hole stream that'll be hitting us in the face with solar wind any day now. Man, the sun sure is fascinating. To me, how about you? It almost looks like a lion's mouth. Wait, we'll wait for it to turn around again. You ever seen a lion's mouth? I've never seen it up close, but I have seen photographs and National Geographic documentaries. So look, there's its lion nose, and here's its little lion mouth. See what I'm saying? Fascinating. But yeah, Sunspot AR3078 continues to explode for the third day in a row. It has been producing strong M-class solar flares. All right, so everybody be cool, stay cool, and I will keep you updated to the very best of my abilities. I appreciate you, and I think you are awesome. God bless everyone. Stay cool.